Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda, and you can find me on Instagram as at this.littlemama.knits. I am coming to you today from words. I am coming to you today from an 80-degree high day here in southwestern Wisconsin. Southwestern? No, southeastern Wisconsin. I promise I know where I live. Um, yeah, and I have some finished objects, gift making, and works in progress to share with you guys today. So I'm gonna get cracking. So the first finished objects that I have are socks. If you, yeah, pretty predictable, right? So here's a finished pair. I actually just wove in the ends today. They've been off the needles for like 2 weeks, three. so so I just wove in the ends of these and as well as these. Uh, and I had to apologize. Like I mentioned like the yarn dyers in these colorways. I should also say these colorways are no longer available from either of these dyers. So this is Magically Dyed Yarns, my friends Sam and Steph. And this is Woolberry Fiber Company, their Downton Abbey collection. And yeah, this was their Anna and Bates sock set, which I talked about in the last episode. So you're welcome to watch that if you're new here. Um, but yeah, and then I also have some gifts that I finished making. So I have a cute little skinny pair of leg warmers. My child is not this thin, I promise you. Um, but I just love a good rib. So this is like nice and stretchy for her little legs, and I'm excited to gift these to her. She knows they're for her, so and she's excited to have them. And this is also Magically Dyed Yarns, and it's also not available. So I should really not talk about unavailable yarns. I am so sorry. Um, but yeah, so they're nice and squishy. Oh, there's a stitch marker. Should probably put that back eventually. Um, anyway, the Easter socks that I had every intention of working on did not happen. And it's for a multitude of reasons, but primarily is because I had something I had to make for a family member. So I'm gonna come out and say it. If you're my mom, look away. If you don't want to be surprised, of course. If you want to be surprised. If you like want to take a peek at what I'm gonna be gifting you, go for it. And also, if your name is Lexi and you happen to be my cousin, look away. So I'm gonna talk about my mom's gifts first. So every year, um, since 2018, I've knit her a pair of socks. And for the past 3 or 4 years, I've knit her socks from Hugh Loco's Backyard Chicken collection. I would always buy a sock set for me and for her. And I would knit a pair of socks out of that yarn for her birthday because she farms chickens and I reap the benefits of getting farm fresh chicken eggs for free. Occasionally. Doesn't happen all the time, and that's okay. I still love my mom. But these, I've I've honestly had them done since last summer because I knew in this stage of my life with an almost 4-year-old girl and a 4.5-month-old baby, I was probably not going to get these done in time. So I thought ahead and I knit these last summer. But her birthday is on the 14th of this month, so I could not gift them to her until now. So, but this is from Hugh Loco's Backyard Chicken Collection last year, which is I think it's the Silver Sea Bright Hen. So I just I love the contrast colors that come with each sock set. It always comes with 2 sock sets, and they're just, I love it so much. I'm looking forward to this year's. So for my mom, I cast on 64 stitches, 20 rounds of 2x2 rib, 30 rounds on the leg. I think I do. Her foot is slightly larger than mine, so I just do 55 rounds, and then I just do a regular. Is it rounded toe? Where you like decrease every other round? Or is it the square toe? I don't remember. But yeah, so these are for my mom, and I'm so excited to give them to her in a couple days. And the next gift knit that I finished, it's not a knit at all. It's crochet. And so this is for my cousin Lexi, who's having a sweet baby boy due in June. So I am super excited for you, Lexi, and I'm sorry I can't be there for your baby shower, but her baby shower is this coming weekend and I can't make it. So this is this is the Snowy Mountains baby blanket. I think that's what it's called, by Daisy Farm Crafts. And I used all of the called for yarns for this. So this is, let's see. So this is Beluga, I believe. This is just white, and then this is Brook. Either that or this is Brook and this is Beluga. I don't remember, but I it called for 7 of these uh, mountain motif repeats. I only did 5 because I wanted it to be a nice stroller sized blanket, and since her little dude is due in June, he's not going to need it until he's a bit older. So, but yeah, I'm excited to gift this to her, as well as other things that I've found helpful in my motherhood journey, that I hope she finds helpful. Um, so, yeah, I'm just speeding right through, I guess. Let's see. I did start my daughter's dress. Um, yeah, and it's a pretty easy pattern for me, as someone who's like somewhat experienced with sewing, and I've definitely sewn with knits before, um, like stretchy knit fabric beforehand. So I find it pretty easy. Um, this is my first time reading a McCall's pattern and actually like following through with it too. So I'm excited to work on it. I'm hoping to finish it this coming Friday. We'll see if that gets done, and if my daughter will let me show it. She's so excited about it, and that's all she wants me to work on is the dress. So, so yeah, I get to go back to that soon. All right, let's just jump into works in progress then. So I totally goofed last episode. I think I was just nervous about everything, but I said that I was going to work on my Cassian socks. No, that's wrong. I think I was just so excited because ACOTAR, I love Cassian, and I love the Cassian yarn. But what I'm actually working on is my Christmas Eve cast on. So this is a pair of vanilla socks that I'm knitting on magic loop using US1 2.25 millimeter needles. I use that for all of my socks, like whether I'm doing circulars or double pointed needles or magic loop. That's just what I do across the board. And I've realized that I like a 56 stitch count sock. So this was my first iteration of that, and I cast it on Christmas Eve. I got through a good chunk of the leg on Christmas Eve because my husband and I stayed up watching a movie. Um, and then he like touched touched it here and there, like throughout this past year. Just not enough to like finish even the first sock. So my goal for the rest of the month is to finish this sock, maybe have a whole pair to share in a couple weeks. I think I can get that done. I love sock knitting, and right now at this stage of my life I need easy, and I need something that I can like just easily take with me. I mean, I did take this blanket with me, like near its ending. Like I did take it everywhere with me, because I was just ready to get it done. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was absolutely excited about it. It was new to me crochet stitches, um, but it turned out so well, and I'm so happy with it. And yeah, I just was excited to get it done and kind of stressed because it is deadline making. Um, and my husband always reminds me I should not do that because it takes a toll on me sometimes. But yeah, so the yarn is Magically Dyed Yarns, and I don't think they have this colorway in their shop. So I'm not even gonna talk about it. Um, but yeah, I I got this idea from Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady, um, back when she first did summer sock camp. Um, I mark the 10th round, um, with a light bulb stitch marker. So then I, without fail, will have the same size like socks for a pair. Um, and like that's just really helpful for me. I'm on the toe decreases of this sock. I just barely started them. I can probably get this done tonight, um, and maybe start the second sock. We'll see though, right? Uh, um, yeah, but speaking of, I am not done with gift knitting apparently, or gift making, I should say. I think I mentioned this last episode. I probably didn't. Knowing me, I probably did not. But I have a very lofty goal now. Now I'm realizing of knitting 12 sweaters, baby sweaters, 12 baby hats, and crochet 6 baby blankets. 30 items total to donate to a local pregnancy center. I've already crocheted one blanket. If you want to see it, you can like take a look at my Instagram for it. Um, but I started the second one back in March, and I don't have a lot of progress on it because other gift knitting took priority, which is fine. It's just I'm gonna have to play catch up for the remainder of this month into May. That's my hope, is to kind of like catch up on this like making goal, this month, the remainder of this month, and all of May, so that if you guys don't know, summer sock camp with the Crazy Sock Lady, it's, first of all, I go absolutely nuts and cast on and knit a heck of a lot of socks. So you guys get to see all that. But I love it. And so I wanna have my needles cleared for that. I wanna be able to just knit socks with reckless abandon, and yeah, not really worry about any more makes until September. I mean, realistically, I'll probably still crochet, because how I have like things planned out is I like to crochet on Friday nights. Crochet baby blanket that I'm making for the pregnancy center. And I started out with this white, moving into this forest green color. And then I'm probably just gonna do one more row of the green, and then 6 rows of the white again, and then do 3 rows of this light purple. So this is all Big Twist value. It's 100% acrylic, 380 yards for 6 ounces and 170 grams. The label's right here. So yeah, I am excited about it. I wanted something sort of kind of like gender neutral. So then whether a pregnant mom comes in and they're having a boy or they're having a girl, like it could suit that baby. And I am using a size H 5 millimeter crochet hook. Um, that I have all of my crochet hooks in here. I got this crochet hook set, and it came in this along with a bunch of really good notions. I got this all for like $20 on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below for that. And I also used these to crochet my cousin's baby blanket. Yeah. Oh, I never mentioned for these leg warmers, I used a US 5 3.75 millimeter needle, and I cast it on 36 stitches. So, yeah. And I promise they will stretch and fit my daughter perfectly. I'm pretty sure they will. But yeah, so this is just a ripple baby blanket. I don't know. I'm very loosely following the pattern by Daisy Farm Crafts. I just really love their patterns, and it's just kind of what happens. And I have a lot of plans for the other baby blankets I'm making, so I'm excited about all of that. Oh yeah, speaking of donation gift makes for the pregnancy center. Um, I have a project in here, in a bag by 5 to 6 handmade, and let's see here, and I have a hat. So I have kind of been doing my um, hats, my baby hats and baby sweaters, Roy G. Biv style. So like January was red, February was supposed to be orange, and so on and so forth. And then the for like the first 6 months, and then the back 6 months, I plan to just grab some scraps because I have a lot. Like the sage color, I don't know whether to put it in blue or green, and maybe that's just me, but I'm just like, sometimes I look at it and I'm like, it's like a very minty blue, or it's a green, or I don't know. So I'm just like leaving it there, and I know that I'm going to come back to it because it's a gorgeous color and I'm excited to wear the socks. But yeah, I think that's everything. I um yeah, I'm excited about my works in progress, and I have some dream making, um more of like what I'm planning to make for my baby when she turns 1, which isn't that close. So maybe I'll just save that for when she's like 6 months old or something, and when I'm actually working on the projects. Um, I would love to get back to my northeasterly blanket. Like, it's not, I don't even think I'm close to finishing it, but I would love to. Um, But my priority is finishing this crochet blanket, finishing my buttered popcorn socks, maybe finishing this hat before the end of the month. And yeah, I just have different priorities right now, and that's okay. I'm going to be okay with that. um, oh, yeah. I do have a stashquisition. Stashquisition. That's such. Now that I've actually said it, it sounds really weird. Um, I have acquired a skein of yarn. I have more coming, but it's not here yet, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I'm going to knit a pair of socks for my sister this year for Christmas. Every Christmas, usually every Christmas, I will knit socks for my extended family. So either, and I'll just pick one family member. So either my mom, my dad, my brother, one of my sisters, or one of my nephews, or both of my nephews. Probably one of my nephews because they're getting so big. But I decided this year is the year for my sister. And she's gonna love these. I know I know she will. So let's talk about this yarn. So this is wool and vinyl, and like it's not the color that she's gonna love. She's gonna love the colorway name, which if you had an emo era and you love listening to My Chemical Romance, you're gonna love this too. It's Helena. You probably can't see that, but it's Helena by My Chemical Romance. And I loved My Chemical Romance growing up when I was in high school and maybe a little bit of college. But that's something that my sisters and I, that all three of us, we bond over, like our love for My Chemical Romance. So I am going to knit her a pair of socks, probably vanilla, um, or maybe I'll do a texture of some sort. I don't know. I just know I'm gonna do this for her. Lots of gift making this year. I don't know what it is about it, but anyway, I am going to go now. Thank you for watching, and thank you for just being here. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.